Uh-oh. It's some sexual healing. It's Sunday.
What up?
Let's go.
Welcome back to the S.H.I.T.S podcast, where we are either shooting the shit, starting some shit,
Go picking up where shit left off.
Yes, sir. I'm your host, Monsoon Staraw. Coolest cat you heard thus far.
Man, listen, let me tell you cool cat something. I am Bubba Ball, the side kicking host. Listen, who do we have here with us?
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to reintroduce you all to a special guest of the show.
What's her name?
Kia.
Not
like the car. Not the car, like the car.
Like the car, boo.
Yes.
Yeah, that's me.
Happy to have you back, y'all.
Thanks for having me.
No problem.
Welcome.
We thank y'all for tuning in to the S.H.I.T.S podcast.
We got some cups going. What's in these cups? We got red cups this week. Last week we was doing Henniapolis, right?
Okay.
Last week, I wasn't here.
You weren't here. You missed the
So
Henniapolis.
you wasn't there for the Henniapolis. All right.
I wasn't
so
here.
So in the cup this week we got Richard Roundtree.
What the fuck is this?
So like, why you call it Richard Roundtree? Because it's dark and it's strong, like Shaft. You know what I'm saying? Like the movie Shaft. Come on, man. Wrong one. All right.
There you
you
go.
go.
God.
I had to hit myself with that one. All right.
I gotta hit you with a golly.
Man, that's old.
That's old school.
I gotta think of a new name for it though. But anyway, man, Kia, how was your week?
Break it down.
Crazy.
Huh? What happened? What happened? What
He said,
happened? What
huh?
happened?
He said, huh?
School started back.
Oh, shit. Okay, break this shit down. Break it down. How was your week? What got to you about the e-learning? Break it down.
While we doing all the work, go ahead.
Man, I just yesterday, the day before, I was telling my kids, like, I don't even walk anymore. I run everywhere. Like, it is just so much to do all the time. I don't have time to walk. Like, I'm running, I'm jogging, I'm hurrying up, going here, going there.
For
Started
e-learning?
school. No, just kids
like
in general.
shit.
But
Yeah.
I mean, the kids been chill. They've been. I haven't had to stay on them too much.
What do you mean taking them? Where are you taking them? Like, are they going to friends' house? Or what's going on?
No. Like my
They need
headphones, they're not working. I'll run up to Dollar General
Okay,
real
gotta
quick.
get some more.
Like,
Okay,
yeah.
so you just making a lot of errands, extra errands,
Yeah.
too many fucking errands.
Yeah, during the middle of
What about
my
food?
workday.
What about food?
Man, CPS hooked it up with the food. Shout out to CPS.
Box of food drop off.
Yes. Many
Love them
blessings
box
on that
lunches.
end. Yeah, that's
So,
been cool.
Let me ask you this. So, is the work, do you have to help your kids with the work, or is it stuff that they can pretty much do on their own?
No, for the most part, it's stuff that they can do on their own. If they ask me for help, I just know that they don't feel like thinking.
Okay.
So, in which case, I'm going to ask them the same question they just asked me. So, they don't.
You
want
want to hear something funny though? Like my kids on e-learning, like all of them play dumb. My son got kicked out. He got booted.
e-learning?
Like, this nigga, look. This is my son,
Wait, how
bro.
old? Age?
My
Grade.
son is 10.
Okay.
He got kicked out of school 2 days in a row. He got kicked out of e-learning class 2 fucking days in a row. I say, bro. I talk to him like we talk. I say, bro, what the fuck is going on? Because I got to let him know I'm a little serious, but it's like, he's at home. The motherfucker's at home. Do you know how hard it is to get a 10-year-old to clean up his shit and not leave the Cheeto bag that he just ate on the table and walk in the back like he didn't just leave this shit there? Now you want him to sit in front of a computer that he's not interested in and act like he's interested. The nigga say, this is my son told me. He say, I linked back, Dad. I was woke. My teacher must have thought I was asleep. I say, Cavell. You can't lean back in a chair on a computer. It's gonna look like you're fucking reclining sleep, son.
That's why he got kicked out of E-Line.
He got booted twice. I say, listen, I don't blame your teacher. You're wasting the time. Do you know how hard it is to come up with some shit to keep y'all interest?
Yeah.
Let alone over a computer. Let alone you be at home. Mm-hmm. She see your dog walking around and shit, come up to you like, hey, rub me. You like, no, get away. Go ahead. Who you talking to? Oh, it's my dog. Like, come on, man.
So, all right. So you bringing up the whole subject of school. So like I ain't gonna even lie. I'm thankful that my 6-year-old is doing e-learning because guess what? I'm a motherfucking genius to her.
Come on, man.
I know all that shit.
Come on. I
can help you with everything on e-learning, baby.
It's not problematic.
I know all the answers.
Yeah.
I know all the answers.
Let's
go.
Now,
when you start talking about the 7th, 8th grade, freshmen, then I'm be like, your ass should have paid attention.
Shit, they altered. See, they altered that. They altered that. Yeah.
So for my week, man, my week been cool, man. However, I got hit with some bad news, man. A lady that was like my motherfucking auntie, she passed away, man. She died from cancer. Her name was Juanita Thompson. She was a principal at the therapeutic day school, Rice School. I want to say it's Rice School. It sounds so remedial when you say it like that, like
I know, Rice School.
Yeah, it's like Rice School.
Go to school for Rice.
But she was smart.
Okay.
And she was a good principal. She was a good person. So I really want to dedicate.
Shout out to her and her family.
Shout out to Juanita Thompson and her family. You would definitely be missed. It was definitely like family to me. So we want to dedicate this show to Juanita Thompson.
Give us a fond memory of her. What's your fondest memory of her?
Okay.
I remember.
Go ahead.
I was about to say, I don't have necessarily a fond memory.
Both of y'all got a shout out on y'all like fondest memory. What you gonna take to the grave that'll also make you smile. See, this is what we got to remember, people. You know what I mean? When they leave. Exactly.
So Kia, go ahead. Tell us. Give us
I just remember her nails always being done.
Ooh.
Yes.
Her nails were always done.
Fly.
And she had a picture of her son's car.
His car?
Yeah.
Come on.
Office,
y'all dropping jewels. Y'all dropping jewels. See?
And I don't even know. I remember it being blue and it had big rims. That was it.
Okay.
But
she always showed that
so proud. Like,
so
as proud as he was of that car, that's how proud she was.
We don't understand what went behind her meaning and her being proud of her son putting that car together. She probably saw her son go through a lot of shit to get that car together.
Let me say this.
Go ahead.
To me, a fond memory of her was that was like one of the first times that I ever seen a woman of color, a black woman hold so much power. You know what I'm saying? In a building with so many white folks. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And she was the one that was in charge. You know what I'm saying? And she was fair. You can always come to her and talk about stuff. I ain't gonna say she let us slide with stuff because she'd get on us and she'd be like, you can't be sleeping in the class, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But like I said, man, she was a wonderful, she was a phenomenal woman, dude. And like I said, may she rest in peace. You gave us a lot of memories. The place, you left your mark on this world. And Juanita Thompson, we thank you for everything you've done for us. And this show is dedicated to you, man.
Definitely.
Not man, but
definitely. Miss Juanita Thompson, rest in heaven.
Other than that, man, I do want to say this, man. I thought about this week, like, I thought about this, man, like this quote. If your relationship is not strong enough that you can call somebody or have a face-to-face conversation about something that bothers you, trust me, your relationship is not strong enough to post the shit on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think people need to understand that. Like, you have people that get upset with people and then they run to social media and they post stuff on social media instead of calling or talking to a person and telling them exactly how they feel. You know what I'm saying? So,
prime example, I have a lot of extended family, and I say that because my family is big, but we're not close as we used to be due to deaths, and I understand, right? There's certain people in your family that can gather up people and say, okay, we having Thanksgiving in my house.
That is true.
And you're gonna come.
That's my cousin Sean.
You're gonna fucking come. I don't care if you got work clothes on or not, streak, whatever. You're coming. You're not missing Auntie Shirley or whoever. It was Auntie Shirley for me. So when Auntie Shirley left, I knew that before Auntie Shirley was my mother in my house when we was living in Inglewood, just because we could hold and house everybody, and my mother made wine, so it was always
She made wine?
She made fucking wine, nigga, flavored wine. My mama had the fucking Mad Dog 2020 corner on lock. Fuck y'all, come to my crib, nigga. I was filling up. I would go buy mustard because it was cheap, right? Mustard was cheap. And I would get mustard squeeze jars and fill her shit up and fill it back up with water. So I was selling her shit and filling her wine to back up with water. And her wine was still strong. She made balloon wine. It was beautiful. But my point is saying this is that the old school, right? The old school always had a way of making you forgive certain people that you didn't like.
Good point.
And being around and being able to tolerate certain people that they knew that had fucked up, and it was always whether it was a close relative or not. Whether it was a close relative or not, if they knew that that person had fucked up and they knew that they was hungry and they was gonna need a plate and it was Thanksgiving, listen, when Jimmy come over here, I don't want y'all to whoop Jimmy's ass, because my family, we whoop a motherfucker ass and still feed him and whoop his ass after he full.
That's nice.
Because you a real cocksucker for what you did. You stole Santrice motherfucking rent money. You know, when they do dumb, I mean, seriously, man, what families don't do is bring up the bullshit that's going on in our families that we need to address this shit, because we're hurting family members and they're hoarding their hurt and they're turning that hurt on their kids and other loved ones that they're not supposed to. And that shit is unfair.
Very unfair.
Very unfair.
And it's also unfair to kick a kid off of e-learning. We're gonna take a break.
For snoozing. Let my baby snooze. It's all about bearings. Grease those bearings. It's Sunday. Lube it up. Lube it up.
I don't know where you're going with that.
Hey, it's the first day of the week, bro. This is bro. Don't you know Sunday is the first real day of the week?
So why we lubing our parents?
Cause we got to get ready for this bullshit tomorrow. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Okay, cool.
Monday is coming. Do you know what tomorrow brings? Let me tell you what tomorrow brings. No. Let me tell you the bullshit tomorrow brings. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
If you don't have gas in your car, you're gonna go to the gas station and you're gonna bump into some people that are gonna be selling all kinds of shit that you don't want. All you want to do is go in the gas station with your fucking mask on that you can't breathe through and say, give me 20 because the fucking pump ain't working, so your card ain't working. You just slid it in once, don't slide it in twice. Let me tell you something. You go to these bullshit sick goals and all this shit, you slide your card in once and don't go your ass in. Take the key out, turn your shit off. You won't be going to work.
He just dropped the gem on y'all. He just dropped the gem.
No. Turn your car off. Turn your car off. Take your ass in. Go holler at Ahmar.
Oh, we can't. No.
Go holler at Ahmar.
No. Go.
And
No. Go talk to the people that own the gas station, or just go talk to the people that own the gas station.
Listen, my friend. Pump 4 doesn't work. Pump friend. My friend. Pump 4 doesn't work. Listen. I'm going to take these chips. I don't want cheese. I'm going to take these chips.
Okay, hold on.
Give me $20 on Pump 4, no tax, because I have to come in. I shouldn't have to come in, my friend. My friend, I shouldn't have to come in. When you talk to them like that, they honor you.
Okay, cool. Look, all right.
Don't get fucked over at these gas stations.
Don't, because it's about learning. You learn stuff from getting fucked over at gas stations, sliding shit in. Stop! We gotta stop. All right. Anyway, listen, man. All right, I got a question, man, because I know.
All right, come on with it. We got Kia here, so it's a beautiful day.
Kia brought up the whole e-learning thing, right? She brought up school is back in.
Yeah.
So it made me think about. It made us all be parents. E-learning, COVID-19, it has made us all be parents. Because guess what? We got our kids at the crib with us all fucking day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I hate to think that school was our babysitter, but sometimes school was our babysitter.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
How much do you miss your children being in school? No other fucking way to ask it. How much do you appreciate these fucking teachers, no matter good, bad, Happy or sad
Man,
you were
listen.
with they rabbit asses or beautiful asses. Because I know some beautiful teachers. My son had a great teacher.
I used to teach.
She's a great teacher. Shout out to Shay Butter on Facebook. She's a beautiful teacher, along with Finesse Faust, along with Angela Bludson, Angela Courtney. It's a couple other teachers that I know. Kim Smith, she's the teacher of other children. So
I got a quote about that, bro.
Go
I got
ahead.
a quote about that. Good teachers. God damn it.
You fair.
No, I didn't forget. I didn't forget. I actually it's kind of
Reword it.
I was about to say experience is the best teacher because it never gets laid off. But that didn't have nothing to do with what you just talking about. So I messed that whole thing up. Go ahead.
Yeah. Shout out to all the good teachers that held a good mark and held a place and made a mark in each children. Don't think that anything that you teach a child, whether it's at home or mainly at home, especially at home, all the rules that you need enforced at home is the time. Now is the time to reinforce that shit.
So
and be adamant about it.
Let me ask you this. Okay, so we're talking about the rules that you teach at home, right? So let's talk about parenting, right?
Let's go.
Let's talk about parenting.
Let's go.
So when you think about parenting, what are your main goals or your main responsibilities as a parent?
As a woman, let's go, kid. Give it up from a woman perspective. What are your main goals? What do you have, a boy or a girl?
I have 2 girls.
2 girls. Oh shit.
So what's your main goals as a parent?
What did you do in life to get 2 girls? Damn,
I don't
that's
know.
like punishment.
I know. I ask him sometimes.
Boys would be great for a woman.
Him, the big guy.
Damn. What's the ages?
So-
how different the ages?
Your main goals. Your main goals as a
9
parent.
and 15.
Ooh,
I have 2
shit.
15-year-olds though because I have my
Okay.
niece too.
Okay.
But my main goals is to raise them to be smart,
Okay.
respectable women.
Mm-hmm.
I want them to be successful in their own right. I don't
Okay.
care what that looks like to the masses. For
Right.
me, to them, that looks like them being able to be self-sufficient in doing what they love.
Exactly.
I don't
Bubba
know
Ball.
what that's going to be.
Exactly.
What's your main goals or main responsibilities as a parent?
My main goal in 2020, what month is this? This is September. September 2020. This is 9/20. My goal is still to promote and project leadership in my children. I never want my children to feel like they have to belong in a group.
I like that.
And because of that, I have to stay ever present in their life. You understand what I'm saying? Because I can't hold them accountable for what I'm showing them. So if I'm not showing them what I'm expecting them to be accountable for, how the fuck am I parenting? I'm not parenting, right? So you can be a parent and be in your child's life and be fucking your child up is what I'm saying.
Yep.
So you have to be in their life and you have to understand what you brought them into. See, I understand that this is a cruel fucking place, right? I understand.
Or it can be a beautiful place.
I understand that this is a cruel place, Joe. I'm not gonna differentiate the fact that this is not the fucking earth that I grew up in when I was a child. When I was my children's age, this is not the same fucking place.
Because of
it's
Trump.
a very hard, it's a very
Social media.
rough,
That's true.
and social media doesn't make shit any better. The internet, I always told people it was a gift and a curse. When they asked, we always had deep conversations on the block. We get drunk and shit and just be sitting out on the block talking for hours. And this was a conversation that I'll never forget. And I always said that I look at the internet more of a curse than a gift, because at any given moment I can look up whatever the fuck I want to.
That's true.
And it's gonna be unexposed, unlimited domains.
It's gonna be uncensored.
Right? Unlimited. What are they called on the internet? Domains. It's gonna be unlimited domains that open up to me, and I can click on one, and underneath the next video it'll be 15 other that will explain to me maybe better in a shorter video, and a longer video more extensive.
Right.
So you can learn whatever the fuck you want to learn on the internet, being in the comfort of your room, in your own home. Right? And no one is ever going to disturb you, because parenting has changed. As long as they're quiet, they're not playing rap music or rock or whatever the fuck they're into, and it's not disturbing me watching my fucking Atlanta Housewives and I TiVo'd it. You know what I mean? So whatever you into,
You like
All right.
Atlanta Housewives?
Yeah, I love it.
Oh.
So whatever you into, right, and you watching this shit, and as long as your child is not doing something disturbing you, you don't know if they fucking planning on making a bomb.
Mm-hmm.
So okay. So
that's
for
the
me,
curse in the internet.
So for me, my main goals and responsibilities to my kids, shout outs to Jalen, Bryce, and Joey, is to love them, teach them, and protect them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I give a shout out to my mother because no matter what, my mother always instilled in us that she loved us. Even after she whooped our ass.
She
you know
had to,
She had to, right.
She had to. That's our job.
Right. So to me, that's the
have
foundation.
You whooped your child's ass? Now speak
I'm
on
not
that.
saying that over the mother.
Why not? We all have whooped our children's ass. Well, I won't say because I haven't whooped my.
I've disciplined them.
I will say this. I haven't whooped my children's ass, either of them, like my mother whooped my ass. I will say that. And I won't say my mother whooped my ass so they can't come lock her old ass up now for fucking abuse or whatever. But I got 2 ass whoopings. I almost said 3.
In your lifetime?
In my life, bro.
Shout out to your mother.
2
Shout out to your
ass whoopings. Now I had a lot of straightening ups. Now you know what those are.
No.
A straightening up?
Quick.
No. It's not fit. Well, it could be a grab up or a snatch up, but it's a threat.
Was it the pinch?
It could be that.
Right here.
It could be whatever it is to get your ass to know, motherfucker, I'm not playing with you. I will embarrass the fuck out of you right now.
And their face got to change when they do it. They like,
it's that look. You finally realize that this person is not the mother that I thought gave birth to me. She told me she would kill me. Right? She told me she would snatch my eyeballs out my motherfucking head. My mother told me some terrible shit, but I jumped the fucking line. I knew what it was.
What was it?
I did. Hey, I got family. I got people here that I don't want to see get my ass dragged around this room right now. See, it was a fear that we don't have with our children right now. I don't have that with my children.
I don't know about you,
I do.
but
I do.
Hold on. Why do you say that? Because as parents, we'll love to think we got that fear. You tell me why you got it.
Why
now,
you got it?
Some people would think and say that I don't, but
you got looks.
I have looks. I have a tone. Now, like all children, my kids test me. They test their boundaries.
Of course.
Ariana knows it's only a couple more times you gonna be able to say something in a certain way before you feel me. Ariana knows that. That doesn't mean that she might not do it one more time. She might try it one more time. Yeah. So, but I mean, and then if it does go there, I have to. That's the hardest part in parenting to me is backing up and always following through. Cause sometimes I don't want to follow through. I really don't.
Do you regret? Do you do anything without regrets? Is everything that you're doing from this point on without regrets as a parent?
No, I mean, yes, without regrets. But I make mistakes. I'm perfect, and I think one of the hardest thing in a parent is being able to apologize and say I'm sorry to your kids.
Oh, but so you gotta do it. You gotta do it.
We gotta make this call.
You gotta do it. That was so fucking deep.
We gotta make this call to DCFS right quick. And we're gonna come right back, y'all.
Fuck you guys.
We are back like people on crack.
Ooh.
Well, I don't know if that was
those are returning customers. Those are returning customers.
I don't know if that was the best way to come in. They're probably
returning.
We just back. We back though. We back. All right. So we're talking about parenting, okay? So as a parent, as a parent, like more than one, as a parent, what challenges do you face as a parent?
There's so many.
Right.
Give me the top two.
Not even.
Well, we
3.
were just talking about consistency.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I'll punish you for some shit one day. The next day I don't even care about.
You ain't messing with my soap operas and shit. You good.
So consistency and accountability.
Okay.
And to a certain extent.
Okay. That's beautiful.
Not on my behalf, but for others.
On their behalf.
Say I do what I'm supposed to do.
For others.
Bubba Ball, what about you? What challenges do you face as a parent?
Like I said, I'm raising leaders, so when I face the mediocre bullshit that they try to run on me, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like my kids feel like they have good excuses for not doing shit.
My kids do too, especially my daughter. But anyway, she's
I'd
6.
be like,
Every excuse is good.
how are you? Look, you know, I've been a parent so long, I started adopting the shit that they say. I'd be like, bro, how are you gonna run this bullshit on me? I told you to have this, and that done. You ain't got it done, you take off running. Okay, you can run.
So he just running through the house.
Gone.
That's
Cause he know already I'm finna turn up on his ass.
That's why he got kicked off.
But no, see, if I would have gave him one of them, he might not have got kicked out. Take some down the hall for getting kicked out, he might be good.
So for me, one of the challenges for parenting is knowing what's up for discussion. So
I just had this thought in the car.
See what I'm saying?
No.
So we came up in the era was you do what I tell you to do and that's it, right?
No.
Yeah.
So, you know, where I work at, we practice this module called CPS, collaborative problem solving. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be trying to implement it at home. Sometimes my wife, she don't really be vibing on the same thing. So it'd be like, what's up for discussion? What are we talking about? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's certain things that your kid might do, and you'd be like, let me hear you out. Right. You know what I'm saying? Let me hear you out. Like, let me really figure out why you did what you did.
They different, though. They different than you. So you automatically got to hear them out to a certain extent.
Certain things. If I told you to clean the kitchen, that's not up for discussion.
Ain't shit up for discussion on what I tell you to do.
Well,
I tell you to do in this house is up for discussion? Like what?
Chores? No.
Like what?
Chores are
That's
not
what I'm saying.
Chores
Like
are not
what?
up for discussion. What you think?
Hell no.
Right. Chores are not up for discussion. Chores are not up for discussion. Now, when you start talking about you lacking on grades, when you start falling behind on grades, is that up for discussion?
Hell no.
I'm just asking.
Their only fucking job is chores and grades.
I mean, and if you need help or if
Okay.
there's a deficiency, we need to discuss that.
So
I need
that's
to
up
know
for
that.
discussion.
It's not up for discussion as a relax to you telling, like, I do need that information, but
Okay.
one, that should be a conversation coming from the educator to me.
Mm-hmm.
But
Now,
if
you know if
that's
your child's
known and
slacking.
I'm not doing and giving my child the proper supports that they need in order to succeed, then I'm failing. I'm not doing my job.
Okay.
But
Yeah, you know if your child's slacking, like you say, so you already know that, you know, my child ain't the sharpest tool in the shed just because the shit I tell them to do around the house.
Why you put the dishes under the stove?
Why in the fuck is you put, look, when your child start putting wet dishes up in the counter, you better get in he or she ass. When they start putting wet shit up like this shit dry, bro, if you ain't dried this shit,
Right.
the towel was wet. What the fuck are you supposed to do when the towel wet?
Bring it out. Right.
Yo, go get another one.
he tried it. I don't remember.
Or go get another one.
I ain't watched
Hang
this
that
in so long.
motherfucker out so it don't get mildewed. You go in the kitchen the next day, this shit then ain't even crusted up yet, and it's funky as fuck in the middle. I look at my dog, he be like, that ain't me.
So, all right, so let's talk about this. So what's the rewards? Give me some rewards of being a parent.
The rewards is when your child do things unexpected that you expect them to do,
Yes.
but it's unexpected.
Because you didn't have to tell them, even though you expect them to do it, right? You know your
That's the
motherfucking chore. You
biggest,
see
like,
it.
you expect
But you actually
them,
did it, and I ain't have to say it, and you
closed-
read it. You know what I'm
and
saying?
they did it.
You
You
did
closed
it.
the refrigerator door. Thank you.
Yes. I
The
woke up to a
refrigerator
clean
door.
kitchen the other morning.
Oh,
I ain't know what
Made
to do.
your
I
day.
looked around. I was like, wait a minute.
I love
The
you.
pillows is up, and now I'm not gonna lie. And I apologize
Yep.
because we was talking about this.
Yeah.
I apologized to my daughter because apparently it was her that did it, but I just knew she wasn't even the second person I thought did it. I thought my niece did it. So
Okay.
I had in my mind, when they wake up, I'm gonna think of Mary. And then they woke up and Ariana was like, "Ma, wasn't the kitchen clean? And did you see the living room?" I was like,
Did you see it, motherfucker? Did you see it?
"You did that?" She
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah." I was like,
Wasn't the
"Man,
Grinch.
That was a great save.
it was."
For me, one of the rewards is when you see them, when you see yourself in them. See what I'm saying? So what I mean by that, when they do some shit where you be like, damn, you got it.
It depends
Okay.
what part of yourself.
Well, the good part. He only talking about the good part.
Yeah.
He only talking about the good
So
part.
like for me, like with my oldest son, like he was talking about like his friends that do stupid shit.
Okay.
And he was like, man, you know, Dad, he's like, such and such did this. And I was like, bro, don't even put me in there. He was like, man, because that just sound really stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that ain't, like, and I'm thinking about it, like, you listen. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Right.
you listen to what I've been telling you for the longest. So for me, that's like a reward from like you actually hearing me. You know what
I
I'm
figured out, Joe? That's why I hang with my middle son so much now, is because I got the time also. But like we watch the games, and then my little son come in, and you know he be picking up on certain shit as well. But what you got to understand is, I had a harsh realization, because he was saying something, and I was hating how he was talking and how he was expressing himself, right? Mm-hmm. So I was addressing that to him, like, son, when you talk to me, stop doing that. Like, you could do that with your friends if that you feel that shit is cool or whatever. If that's what's up right now. You know what I mean? Because, okay, you know, you 17, you about to be 18. I know it's different times, different strokes for different folks. I'm old, 43. I don't understand all this shit you talking about. Just talk to me. And he's throwing in these little, and you know, he doing all these little innuendos, and I'm not catching on to this shit. So I'm like, son,
just talk to me.
Just talk to me. Like, I talk to you, nigga. I don't be rubbing all on myself and doing all kind of little crazy shit. Like, what the fuck is that? So I gotta understand, like, okay, boom, different parameters. Now that I done reeled him in and I hear him explaining to me what happened, I say, okay, what happened today when you was out with your guys? Oh man, they was, like you say, they was on woo woo woo, and the shit was goofy. So I told them to drop me off. That's why I'm here early.
You love that. You love it. You love it.
Wow. Like you say, like, damn.
I just need you to get a job. I just want you to get a job.
No, he working. You know, and the crazy part is the COVID shit got him where he stuck at the crib, but he still getting paid. So I'm like, oh, nigga, don't order no more shoes.
Don't order no more games.
Don't spend half your fucking check on shoes. Like, you know, that's the biggest thing is like getting them to understand material shit that they want really is not worth what they're willing to.
So, let me ask this question. What do you think your parenting style is?
I think I try to be a mix of things. Okay. I think that's just the best approach. So, my children can have conversations with me that probably most children their age don't feel comfortable having those conversations with their mother. So, and I grew up having that type of relationship with my mom. So that's why it was important in to me to have that relationship with my girls. But, yeah, but I gotta put the hammer down sometimes. Like I have to be all of that. I gotta be the disciplinarian. I gotta be the teacher. I gotta be the nurturer. I gotta be all that.
Coach. What about you, Bubba Ball?
I'm predictably comfortable.
That's your style?
Yeah. I want them to know pretty much, but still have to. I'm like unpredictable in certain areas, so that's why they always gotta come ask. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because I'll be mad at their ass and still let them go out. You know what I mean?
That's me.
Because I know that, okay, after the point is made, right?
Yeah.
What good is it doing them staying in the house? To piss me off even more?
Right, because you got to look at them.
Because now they going to be like, oh, I don't want to look at your little, man, get your little dumb ass.
Go outside. To me, I think I'm more the counselor. That's my I'm more the counselor. Like, my wife is more the
good guy. You more the good cop versus the bad cop?
No, I'm not really the good cop. I'm the motherfucker that's going to listen to you. See what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to let you say, I'm going to let you spew all that shit. Some of it may be real, some of it might be BS. But I'm going to let you say all that, and I'm going to listen to him like, I hear you. And I'm be like, yeah, but your mama put you on punishment, so you on punishment. You know what I'm saying? Right. But thank you for telling me. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much my style, and I think it's important. But like Kia said, I think it's also important to have that balance. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that balance. Like, you know, like I snap. Like, I snap at my kids when it's something that really, really, really pisses me off. Like, I got to put this out there. My middle child called me a fat ass. Called me a fat ass. But he's, but I read his lips. That's what it was. Like, he didn't say it to my face. I read his lips. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And I was pissed. I was like, hey, watch your motherfucking mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then I thought about it. I probably need to go to the gym. But anyway, I was like, that's disrespectful. Even though he didn't say it to my face, like, I read his lips. And my oldest son, as soon as he said it, my oldest son gave him that look like,
hold on.
Dad saw it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Anyway, I mean, we all got different styles. We're going to take a break real quick, then we'll be back.
What? That was heavy.
How do we come back into
First thing they
Bro, you don't understand what she just said.
No, I understand what she said.
That's Chi-Town, bro. They play that shit in the club. It's going up.
They do.
Yeah.
It's going crazy.
Especially on the west side.
Any side.
Any side.
I mean.
Word life. We back.
All right. So, y'all know how we do here. It is time for the top 3. So, since we're doing the top 3, I mean, where your cup at? I know you didn't do it yet, bro. Comes up. Boom. And the top 3 for the week is...
You drink this with Coke?
It's terrible.
She was like, this nigga's so...
Oh, my God.
That shit is like all coconut. It's healthy for your skin.
Right? I feel like I'm glowing. What do you mean?
What is this?
She was like, I thought this was strong at first. You called it Richard Roundtree.
Where we at?
Like J.J. Evans. Anyway, so the top 3 for the week is
shit smell good.
Your top 3.
Like,
smell like shea butter.
Smell like oil. I'm gonna lube up.
All right,
I'm rusty.
Your top 3 for the week is your top 3 Eddie Murphy movies. Top 3.
You going first, Keith? Go.
Okay, go.
We're gonna laugh. Hold on, let me get my button ready. Hold on, that ain't it. There we go. All right.
That's the button you looking for?
Yeah.
Damn,
Okay.
we typed it up on your ass, Kia. What you going with?
Coming to America. Trading Places.
Oh, no, let's do one.
Oh.
Do one.
Okay.
All right, so you said Coming to America. All right.
Yeah.
So, first one I'm going with is The Golden Child. Hold on. Let's all get no love. I want the night. Please. Okay. Go ahead. It's all you.
God damn it, I gotta go with, it's hard to open it up. But since I just saw it today, it's gonna be an easy choice. I'm going with 48 Hours first. I gotta come in with 48 Hours because he did a lot of stunting, he did a lot of capping, and he was a convict out of jail.
Okay.
After being in jail for a certain amount of years, he had 48 hours to help a cop reel in a suspect that the cop had a problem with catching.
Thank you,
Right.
Roger Ebert.
That was a hell of a role to play. Right. And he got some trim. And he got a gun.
Yeah, that's true.
He got a lot of shit going on in it.
It's your number 2. Kid,
the boys are back in town. Where you going, Kid?
I'm going to borrow this one from
Where you
somebody.
going? Who you stealing? You stealing my shit? Nah, see, I knew it. I shouldn't have said it.
Harlem Nights.
God damn.
Good. All right. That's all right. Harlem Nights is cool. Okay.
Where you going?
I'm gonna go with.
It's so many.
It is. I'm going to go with Raw. Eddie Murphy Raw.
That's a stand-up.
It was a movie. It was in the movie theaters. We snuck in to see that shit.
That don't count.
Man, this nigga cheating, bro. Bro, you cheating.
That don't count.
Okay,
All
Joe,
right,
take that back.
So I gotta take that back?
Take that
Yes.
back. Go. We doing movies.
Okay. Trading Places. Yeah, I'm gonna give myself some.
Yeah.
Let's go. That was okay.
Yeah.
That was a good
That's the
redemption.
one that I had said
That
already.
was one.
That was a good redemption. Harlem Nights.
She said Harlem Nights.
You said Harlem Nights?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's sitting right next to you.
Okay.
She's sitting right
That was my second. She stole it.
I did.
And she told you she was stealing it.
Yeah, she stole it. She stole it. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Because I liked the supporting cast, but I gotta go with Life. Because Life interjected a lot of jail culture. And that's what
I got one.
Our community is heavily plagued with. When he said, when Heavy D started sniffing the drugs and they was all in the infirmary, he said, you know how they get in here, right? That struck a nerve with me. You know what I mean? Because everything gets transported inmate style through the ass. Right? Knives, weapons, dope, money, whatever is contraband. There could be a lot of things, but whatever gets transported in a jail is walking around in a man's rectum.
For the groceries.
Butt packs.
It's like bringing in the groceries.
Cheek meat.
Okay.
On that note,
where we going? This your number one now.
That's your number one.
Nah, this ain't my number one.
Nah,
I
we
know
on
we
number
going in
one
order.
now. We
I
on
didn't know we
number
were
one.
going to. Okay,
we on
for
number one.
Kia, in no particular order.
Ooh,
This is not my number one, but I gotta say Boomerang. I love Boomerang.
Okay, Boomerang was good. Boomerang was good.
I mean,
What's your favorite scene in Boomerang?
She left that money on the counter.
no,
Nah.
no, that's not my favorite scene.
Don't, Joe. Don't do that.
When Holly goes off on him.
That's good. If you
Love should have brought your ass home last night.
Oh, he hit it with the Tony
part.
Braxton line.
What was the scene when David Allen Greer?
Oh man.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You gotta
the Chinese
coordinate.
food. Yeah.
So this one, y'all didn't even see it coming. But the reason why I picked this is because Eddie Murphy, he switched it up and he played a dramatic role. And I remember the scene. He played it so good, he hit a motherfucker with the facial expression. And his facial expression said everything. For my number one, I'm going with Showgirls. No, Dreamgirls. Dreamgirls.
Never heard of it. Judging by everybody's facial reaction, nobody ever heard of fucking Dreamgirls by Eddie Murphy with Eddie Murphy starring. Or
I forgot that he was in it though. I ain't gonna lie. I seen it. I know what movie. I know exactly what movie you talking
okay,
about.
my number one.
But I forgot he played in it.
My number one Eddie Murphy has got to be, because this was one of the first that I've seen him play several roles in, and I got to give him credit for Nutty Professor.
Only because I'm being petty.
Right, your petty media is up. Nutty Professor was a bad motherfucker.
That's good.
Bruh, let me hit you with something.
Besides Coming to America, name me several roles that Eddie Murphy played in a movie successfully.
It don't even matter. Bruh.
Well, Norbit wasn't really like top 3 material. That's like top 5.
Bro, in Dreamgirls.
What the fuck is Dreamgirls?
He said he ain't seen it.
Bro, you keep saying Dreamgirls.
What Beyonce and
and Jamie Foxx.
What are you talking about?
Y'all ain't gonna play me. Look, the dude played Frankie, Jimmy Early, something like that. And I'm telling you, it's so raw. Man, I can't even do it, man. Fuck it, man. Dreamgirls, my number one for Eddie Murphy. When he hit it, you remember seeing
that's
that?
so fucked up.
When they told Buddy not to do the heroin, remember that scene? When they told him, man, don't do the heroin because he was down on his luck. They wouldn't play a song, something like that. And they was like, man, don't do that heroin.
I would have said Ray Charles was my number one.
But that wasn't Eddie Murphy.
I know. I would have gave it to Ray. Before Dreamgirls. Ray Charles was feeling motherfuckers' wrists. And he knew whether or not they was fine.
Did you just say wrists?
Fat, not fine.
Did you say wrists?
Wrists.
You can't.
He was grabbing the ladies' wrists. Because it was multiple. That's how you could tell if they was fine or not. He was doing this. He was massaging their wrists. Like, oh,
it's just wrists.
She might have nice feet.
It's just wrists.
Wrists.
This is wrist.
I think it was more about size than attractiveness.
Yeah. Ray Charles.
Man, go watch Dreamgirls, man. Go watch.
He's not gonna go home.
Go
and
watch Dreamgirls. I'm telling you,
Bro,
man, you gonna love
I
it.
am not finna waste my.
Jimmy
But
want
if
a
you
rib.
watch Atlanta
Jimmy want a
Housewives,
steak.
you might.
Jimmy want a piece of your chocolate cake.
This.
Remember this song?
Oh, I do remember this
Jimmy
song.
want a rib. Jimmy want a steak.
I
Jimmy
will
want
watch.
a piece of your chocolate cake.
That doesn't make him want to watch it.
I'm trying to sell you on this shit, bro.
Hey,
I'm
man.
trying to sell you on
You
it.
can't. Maybe watch
Go
the
watch it.
trailer.
Bro, I would-
Less than 5
Go
minutes.
watch Dreamgirls, bro.
And see if it's
Dreamgirls.
something you.
I would
They may not
rather.
even play Eddie in the trailer.
I don't even like
They
Phaedra.
do.
Look, I don't even like Phaedra on the Housewives, but I would rather watch Phaedra walk around and
Talk about the
say
Housewives.
I brought up
her
the
ass
Housewives.
is big. Right. My favorite housewife is
Portia.
Portia. I can watch Portia wash dishes before I watch Dreamgirls. I can watch Portia fold laundry before I watch fucking Dreamgirls by Eddie
What was
Murphy.
going on over here?
I will watch I will watch Eddie Murphy animated. What was Eddie Murphy's animated voice over?
Shrek. It was not. It was
Nigga,
Shrek.
I will watch Finding Nemo before I watch Nemo.
He was the
He was
donkey.
in Finding Nemo. He was
not.
Donkey,
He was not.
right?
He was Donkey
Hey,
was
Shrek.
not in fun.
Okay, I watch fucking Shrek 1, 2, and 3 before I watch
Donkey wasn't in
Dreamgirls.
none of them. Donkey wasn't.
Bro, that's got to be the weakest fucking Eddie Murphy movie he's ever been in. Why would you bring that up?
Because go watch it. Jimmy want a rib. Jimmy want a steak. Jimmy want a piece of your chocolate cake. I'm telling you. Go watch it.
That's
You
worse
will
than
thank
Chris
me.
Tucker saying. Okay, how much for a sip?
That was Chris Rock.
We didn't talk about Chris
That's what I'm
Tucker.
saying. That's worse than Chris Rock line.
Comedian.
No, that was Chris Rock.
Pour them a hand for a dime. That's worse than one of them lines. Chris Rock had like 3 outstanding, terribly fucked up lines,
We're
bro.
gonna
in
be
his
back,
career.
y'all. We're gonna be back. We are back. I just want y'all to go watch Dreamgirls, cause I'm telling y'all, I made a really good point.
This nigga never gives up.
Dreamgirls is a really good movie. Anyway, we are back.
Yeah.
It's the S.H.I.T.S podcast. So at this time,
Oh shoot! You
Smoking.
said shoot.
Smoking him. All right, at this time, I'm gonna turn it over to my man Bubba Ball,
Yes, sir.
and he is about to hit y'all with the underlay for the underplay.
Yeah, well, you know, it could be the underlay for the overplay.
That's what I thought it was.
Or it could be the overplay for the
I wasn't
underlay.
gonna say anything.
It's
but
always, it can always, you know, you can flip it and bounce it how you
depends
want
on your
to.
perspective.
Your perspective
Wait,
is
so
always
I said
key.
it wrong. Did I say it wrong?
Amongst many things with Dreamgirls. I mean, once Dreamgirls came out, I mean, you know,
Damn,
you was just
I
fuck.
typed it up wrong. Okay, man, this is Microsoft.
We'll
Fucking up,
discuss
bro.
this as a team later.
Rich the guy, how we looking, baby?
It's on you.
So what I wanted to talk about was something that I seen a lot of seen on social media, and some women been getting flack about whether it being appropriate or inappropriate to breastfeed your children in public or wherever your child deems him or herself to be hungry and want to feed off that nipple, and you can't resist it. But I felt it worthy that
I just heard nipple.
if you have a child, I want to make it very clear that breastfeeding is the way to go. Now, how you choose to feed your child in public, or, you know what I mean, if you choose to use discretion, it's up to you. How you choose to do that is up to you. That can be also viewed as a form of cruelty. So we want to talk about breastfeeding versus bottle feed. I had the privilege of both until she said, no, the biting is too much, I can't take it, or the teeth and all this and that. And whatever excuse she said, no, you go start making bottles and carrying bottles. And I said, well, okay, because I don't have to feel teeth sucking on me and biting on me and nibbling. So I had to take pretty much whatever she said. Now, the advantages of breastfeeding versus bottle feeding is that breastfed babies have fewer infections and hospitalizations than formula-fed infants. Now, we're talking about infants. Doing breastfeeding, antibodies and other germ-fighting factors pass from the mother to the baby and strengthen the immune system of this baby, right? So this helps lower the baby's chances of getting many infections, including ear infections. Now, what a lot of babies suffer from, and I don't want to say the black community or the Latino community or the white community, a lot of babies suffer from ear infections. This is common. Most bottle-fed babies suffer from ear infections. This is proven. I also want to drop this on you. It provides natural antibodies to help the baby resist the illnesses such as the ear infections. So, breastfed babies have no ear infections. If they do, they're very low ear infections, which means the mother's breast milk is tainted. Got to watch her diet. Diet is key. But even with a poor diet, that breast milk will still be enough to sustain this baby in this cruel world that we're growing up in. It's usually more easily digested than formula. Breast milk is easily digested than formula. So breastfed babies are often less constipated and gassy. May lower the risk in sudden infant death syndrome in the first year of the baby's life. So the first year of this baby's life, I want all you mothers, soon to be mothers that are in the first year, to really think about breastfeeding, eat a lot of fruits, veggies, strengthen your body up just to be around for the baby, number one. Stop doing all the bad things that you were doing as a parent and just become a better person for that child to grow up under. As well as if you're going to breastfeed, definitely strengthen up your diet.
That was my boy Bubba Ball with the underlay for the overplay. Hey, get your mind right. Listen up. You just dropped the gem on you. Yo, thank you very much for our special guest, Kia, for coming through. It's
not the car.
A pleasure. It's
Kia,
always a pleasure.
Not the car.
Bubba Ball, man, doing this thing.
You know, we be back next week. Stay tuned.
Go watch Dreamgirls. I mean, I can't stress that enough. I mean, I feel like
Clearly.
Cause you want us on that.
Clearly.
Yeah, because it's a good movie.
All right, we go check it out. We go check it out and let you know. I'm gonna let you know what I thought about it next week, bro.
And hit us on Twitter at with the shits, S.H.I.T.T.S. with the shits. We are on Instagram, the Shits Podcast, and we are on Buzzsprout. If you want to check out, but I'm about to tell you, with the Shits, SHITTS.buzzsprout, BUZZSPROUT.com.
Social media?
No, it's a podcast hosting site. We are also, this is the biggest shit. We are also on Spotify.
Ooh.
We are also on Apple Podcasts.
Ooh.
We are also on.
You gotta have an iPhone shit to get there.
We are also on Google Podcasts.
Google?
Yeah, Google.
You can Google us.
We are also on Google Podcasts. Yo, just hit us up. The Shits Podcast, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Hit us up, y'all. Thank y'all for supporting. We like to thank our special guests. And we'll see y'all next week. Yo, go watch Dreamgirls, y'all. Yeah.